Hey Kentucky, welcome back. Time for a game of Do We Care? And we have help today from Sam Brown with the Kentucky Beef Council, and you'd never know it because he's totally incognito. Thanks for being here, Sam. What is up first?
There's a new Why Not Kentucky video making its way around the internet ahead of National Signing Day that asks potential football recruits, why not Kentucky? Take a look at this clip and tell us, do we care?
If you do the work on the field, our group of communicators, marketing, PR people, video people, photographers, all of us together, we're going to figure out a way to make sure that you become the best player you can be off the field.
I love this. This video gave me goosebumps. It talks about the total player, not just on the field, but the whole player, and it's awesome.
Yeah, and if you're a recruit like a lot of the guys in this video, like a Benny Snell or Josh Allen, who got brought in and really developed over their time here and now are making hay in the NFL, this has to feel for the staff like this is what we do. We're not, we're building you as players and as people too. Really cool.
And I'll put Kentucky's video crew up against any schools in America. They do an awesome job.
That's good.
All right, Sam, what's next?
Another woman with ties to UK will be nominated by President Trump to a United Nations position. Jennifer Yu Barber, a Louisville attorney, has been appointed as U.S. representative to the Economic and Social Council of the UN. Guys, do we care?
Yeah, I think it's great. I think it's always a positive thing when someone from your state gets put into a position where you have a seat at the table.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, as Kentuckians, we don't always get to have those national spotlight, political positions. We've got a couple, but that's a nice addition.
We're like dominating the UN now.
It's UN is, well, they're coming to a UK game,
I
right?
know, yeah. All right, Sam, what's next?
The governor's mansion will soon become at home for the first time in 4 years. Governor Andy Beshear plans to make into the Frankfort mansion, whose last occupant was his father, former Governor Steve Beshear. Mary Jo and Josh, do we care?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's great. Matt Bevin he chose not to live in the governor's mansion. I'm fine with that. I think this is cool too, though.
Yeah, they just passed the stuff down from father to son, I guess. You get the feeling if Steve Beshear, or if Andy Beshear moved into a house where Governor Bevin had lived, he would have just stripped the place and had to rebuild it. Just philosophically, he would have had to do it. So good for the house that they don't have to do that. Nice.
All right, Sam, what's next?
Michael Benson, the president of Eastern Kentucky University, is resigning. Benson announced yesterday he will step down on January 6th, but remain on the board of regents as an advisor through the transition period. Mary Jo and Josh, do we care?
Of course, because it's going to signify new leadership at one of the state's main universities, but I'm glad he's sticking around because that's always a helpful thing.
Yeah, with the school continuity can be really important. Having somebody there who kind of knows what's come before can maybe help the transition. Good for you, or for EKU.
All right, Sam, what's next?
The Kentucky Transportation Cabinet plans to introduce a new license plate to Kentucky motorists in late 2020. The new plate will no longer have raised letters, but will be flat and printed diligently to reduce production cost. Guys, do we care?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm glad that it's reducing costs, but unless I can get I am God on my plate, I don't care.
I don't think the problem with our license plates is the embossing on there. I'd like to see something that doesn't look exactly like Missouri's. Could we have a little bit more of a unique plate? But that's another day.
But I like Missouri too. Oh, Sam,
Just looks
what's
the same.
next?
Nancy Pelosi was adopted recently, and we're talking about the Labrador Retriever mix at a Louisville animal shelter for not the California Congresswoman. Nancy Pelosi is said to be very friendly and sweet. Mary Jo and Josh, do we care?
What a cute puppy. So are we saying that the real Nancy Pelosi is not cuddly and sweet?
I'm not going to comment on that. I'm just going to say that I'm glad that dog was in a Louisvle shelter and not somewhere else in the state, because I have a feeling if the dog's name is Nancy Pelosi, let's just say in a different county, might not have gotten taken out of the cage, sadly.
But what a sweet pup. All right,
dog.
Sam, what's next?
And finally, first graders in Sibby Blevins' class at Clark County Strode Station Elementary were excited after a new nonprofit aimed at providing classrooms makeovers for deserving teachers chose Miss Blevins as its first recipient. Guys, Do we care?
I care so much. Look at how excited she is and how excited the students are. What a great idea, because teachers have to put their own classrooms together. This is super cool.
That's right. Sam is actually a former student of mine. He can attest. My classroom looked like a dungeon. If I'd gotten a makeover, could have made that place look a little more friendly, I would have taken it up in a heartbeat.
All right, Sam, I can't believe you had to have Mr. Corman. Oh,
Brutal.
big thanks for pitching in tonight. Tell us what you guys have going on over at the Kentucky Beef Council.
So the Kentucky Beef Council is still out in Kentucky. They're just,
It's what's for dinner, man.
yeah, beef. It's what's for dinner. But you know, our producers are still out in the cold during the holiday seasons.
So we'll be thinking
Raising
about
beef
them,
and
we'll be eating the beef.
yes, ma'am.
true.
And if
Certainly
you know if there's any questions, feel free to reach out to your local beef council, and also you can message me on Instagram, Cowboy Samson.
All right. Thank you. We'll be right back.